important point coming.
Yeah,
Hit us with it.
it's important to notice that the will just affects those things that go through probate, and not everything goes through probate. The things that go through probate are the things that a deceased person owns individually that do not have beneficiary designations, do not have co-owners, and are not owned by a trust. So a will doesn't affect a lot of stuff. And if there's a trust, usually the will is more or less a safety net. Estate planning is not just getting a set of documents, signing them, and calling it a day. It's ensuring that everything's titled right and everything has up-to-date beneficiary designations and they're all consistent, and then that you review them regularly.
That's often a question that I get. For the average Midwesterner who, has an IRA, a house, maybe some property somewhere else, 2 cars, an
Yeah,
investment account, what would you say are best practices so that it doesn't become a burden on their kids or whoever is tidying up their estate?
it's easy to think that this stuff isn't that hard, but what I see folks being confused about is there's different ways to structure their assets depending on kind of what they have and what their objectives are. A trust is different from a will in that it has a time component to it. So for a will, you can't control when people inherit. For a trust, you can. A trust avoids probate, whereas a will does not. But you can put things in a trust, and whatever's in the trust goes where the trust says they go, but they don't have to go through probate. So
Mhm.
it's sort of like a super will. People think of it as being complicated, but can really simplify things after you
Mhm.
pass away and really make things easy on your kids.